In the headlines, 9 killed, dozens missing. Survivors recount ordeal on Abuja-Kaduna train bombing as minister visits scene. Customs intercepts drones, military uniforms, others in Lagos. Former governor of Kano State, Kwankwaso, dumps PDP for NNPP. And on the foreign scene, Turkey, a mediator in Ukraine, mends its own ties with neighbors. Hello and welcome to Trust News Update. I am Ayuba Ilya. Thank you for joining. The details now. Minister of Transportation Rotimi Amechi on Tuesday said it will take more than 3 billion naira to replace what had been lost to the attack on the Abuja-Kaduna rail route. Terrorists had attacked a train on the route on Monday, killing at least 9 persons. Amechi, speaking to reporters after visiting the scene of the attack, said that the unfortunate event could have been avoided if a 3 billion naira digital security equipment had been procured. Meanwhile, Northern Senators Forum on Wednesday expressed outrage and shock over bandits' attack on the Kaduna-bound train. In a statement on Wednesday by its chairman, Senator Aliu Amako, the forum urged the military to re-strategize in handling the security situation in the northwest. He said the attack is a direct assault at the Nigerian state and its security forces. He described the attack as heinous and unforgivable and charged the security agencies to come together and pursue the criminals. Who are receiving treatment after bandits attacked a Abuja-Kaduna train on Monday with 950 passengers on board. No official death figure had been released. Fatima Ladan reports that families of abducted victims said the bandits have contacted some of them to announce ransom.
Bandits' attack on Abuja-Kaduna train on Monday has left in its wake anguish and anger among families of the victims. Many are worried over uncertainty about the whereabouts of their loved ones as they trip out the Regasa train station in Kaduna.
Well, yesterday night we called his number, but it was not going. Then he has 2 lines. Then we called the first one. The first one is not going, while the second one is going, but he's ringing. So he's a close aide, a friend to him that they entered the train together. So he was able to pick the phone. So we asked him about our brother. He said, okay, he don't know where he is, but he left his phone here. Since that time, we have never ever reached him again.
And this lady is fortunate to escape with no injury. She says she is a businesswoman returning from a business trip and hoping to find her goods. She says the trauma is unmeasurable. Today, the Kaduna-Abuja highway is busy with motorists playing the road. The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Farouk Yahya, has ordered the troops of the Nigerian Army and other security agencies to intensify search and rescue operations to ensure that the kidnapped victims are rescued unconditionally. For Sani Carpenter, the visit of the Army Chief has played a role to his escape. Not all are so fortunate as a brother to a kidnapped victim who do not want to be recorded on camera, says the bandits have reached out to them, but will announce ransom. Kaduna State Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs Samuel Arwan declined to speak to journalists. About 24 victims are currently receiving treatment at the 44 Army Reference Hospital, with 9 deaths recorded from the attack. Train services have since been suspended by the Nigerian Railway Corporation. This is the second attack on the train, with the recent being the worst, with deaths, injuries and kidnapped victims. Fatima Ladan, Trust TV News, Kaduna.
Now, in a reaction, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has said President Muhammadu Buhari-led federal government must be committed to the protection of Nigerians. Atiku was reacting to the attack on a Kaduna-Abuja train by gunmen believed to be bandits. He noted that the attack that left some passengers injured and others kidnapped is condemnable, adding that the government's commitment to the protection of the life and property of the people must remain sacrosanct. Meanwhile, Vice President Yemi Osinbajo visits Kaduna State to condole with families of the victims of the Kaduna-Abuja train attack. Osinbajo is received at the Kaduna airport by the state governor, Nasir El-Rufai. The victims of the attacks were at 44 Nigerian Army Reference Hospital and St. Gerald's Catholic Hospital, both in the Kaduna State capital. The Vice President's visit comes less than 24 hours after an attack by bandits at Dutse village in Chikun local government area of Kaduna State. The bandits attacked a train conveying hundreds of travelers, killed many and abducted others. The Nigerian Senate has called on the Army and Air Force to, as a matter of urgency, bombard terrorist enclaves with a view to restoring peace and stability in the country. This comes as the upper legislative chamber called on President Muhammadu Buhari to declare full-scale war against terrorists so as to secure Nigerian territory. The report.
Abuja-Kaduna route is a strategic one in the northern part of Nigeria. It is a major route leading the northern parts to other parts of the country. As the bandits have chosen to threaten its relevance, so also the need for stakeholders to wage greater war against them. Senate has therefore come up with new resolutions as lawmakers resume sitting this week. The new resolution followed a motion sponsored by Senator Uba Sani, who drew the attention of the upper legislative house to the bandits' attack on Kaduna-bound train on Monday night. Senator Sani recalled the attack on Kaduna-bound train carrying over 970 passengers around Kateri-Rigaza axis in Kaduna, just few kilometers to the Rigaza train station at about 7:45 p.m. on Monday.
Notes that these latest attacks are aimed at instilling fear in the people and destroying the economies of our local communities. It is disheartening that these enemies of the people are getting emboldened by the day. They are becoming more brazen. These blood-curdling bonfires have no regard for human life. They have no place in civilized society. Notes also that unrelenting attacks call to question the strategies and tactics being adopted by security forces.
A cross-section of lawmakers noted that Kaduna had become the new theater of insecurity, concluded then that terrorists have declared war against Nigerians and it is time for Nigeria to declare war against the terrorists.
It is safe and right, Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, to conclude that terrorists have declared war against Nigeria, and I think it is time for Nigeria to declare war against these terrorists. Mr. President, we shouldn't allow this situation to continue, where we lay back, they come to attack, then we repel, we try to do damage control and the like. I think it is time for these terrorists to be seriously taken as a national security threat, and we should declare a war against them forthwith.
In Kaduna in person, Kaduna town and Kaduna state as a whole, no day they don't kill over 300 in a day. Every blessed day, no day that they don't kill souls, more than 300.
Mr. President, since we're inaugurated here, discussions on the security of our country has taken a large chunk of our discussion here. And I believe and feel that it is time enough for the appropriate authorities to have taken decisive actions to address the security in our country. Mr. President, Kaduna has become the new theater. And Kaduna is where the highest military institutions are housed.
The Senate accordingly urged the Nigerian Army and the Air Force to carry out sustained bombardment of terrorist enclaves in the area, with a view to flushing them out and restoring peace and stability to the affected communities. Frequent attacks on the Abuja-Kaduna rail line has become an issue too many to bear. Observers are deeply worried over why the matter is not put under control.
Nigeria Customs Service, in charge of the Murtala Muhammad Area Command Lagos, says it has intercepted some drones and military wares allegedly being smuggled into the country by criminals. The customs, which disclosed this on Tuesday, puts the value of the items at over 300 million naira. This is coming in less than 24 hours after bandits bombed a Kaduna-bound train, killing yet to be ascertained number of persons. Authorities in charge of the Murtala Muhammad International Airport said all the items seized will soon be handed over to the Nigerian Army and other relevant government agencies for further investigation. You're watching Trust News Update, coming up shortly. Mystery behind Kano ponds. Details and more after the break. Thanks for staying here watching Trust News Update. Here's a look at the top stories again. Minister of Transportation Rotimi Amechi on Tuesday said it will take more than 3 billion naira to replace what had been lost to the attack on the Abuja-Kaduna rail route. Plus, Nigeria Customs Service, in charge of the Murtala Muhammad Area Command Lagos, says it has intercepted some drones and military wares allegedly being smuggled into the country by criminals. The customs disclosed this on Tuesday and puts the value of the items at over 300 million naira. Former Kano State Governor Rabiu Kwankwaso has decamped from the People's Democratic Party for the New Nigeria People's Party ahead of the 2023 general elections. Speaking after formally registering as a member of the NNPP, Kwankwaso explained that this defection was as a result of the failure of the PDP to address the many challenges it currently faces. The former governor, during a press briefing in Abuja to announce his defection, also explained that how he was sidelined in 2021 from the activities of the party, adding that he waited for the leadership of the party to address his grievances for over a year, but got no response. Now moving on, stories of young boys drowning to death in ponds and open waters across many parts of Kano State have been a source of worry to many residents. In this special report, Trust TV correspondent Idris Jibrin visits some of these ponds and reports that residents oftentimes use them for different purposes. The report.
It is difficult to imagine that this is anything but a swamp in the shadow of residential building across many parts of Kano metropolis.
We have many open water here in Kano. Within the metropolitan, we have Promise Open Water, which is located at Gorzo Road. We have Ramin Kalanzir, which is located at Mariri Bypass. We have Krosha open water, which is located at Sauna. We have Ruwan Dantata, which is located at Gunduawa Hadija Road. We have Ruwan Yandanko, which is located at Kumbotso local government area. We have Ruwan Yarraki, which is located at Bachirawa. Then last one we have Ruwan Italia, which is located at Kumbotso local government area.
These ponds where children pass time to swim are being used for sand mining, local fishing or stone excavation in some places. But it also kills people, most of whom are children.
I know this open water for many years, and it kills people on an annual basis. At least every year, 10 to 17 people died here. At lowest, we may record like 8 to 9 deaths. I know this place long before the water started killing people, because we do come here for sand excavation. Now there is lot of water, but honestly it's killing people regularly, from 10 to 15. In fact, I had witnessed several incidents where dead bodies are recovered here.
Every now and then, open waters in Kano claim the lives of mostly children like these ones, basically because there seems to be no one to stop people from going near such places. Kano State Fire Service is responsible for carrying out rescue operation whenever it happens.
We have attended open water cases. We attended 113 open water. Out of the 113, the number of people dead in that case is 98 people lost their life out of 113.
In some places, residents use these pond sites to dump refuse, while others like Fulani herdsmen do bring their animals to drink from it. Criminal gangs and drug dealers are believed to be using such places as hideouts.
Open waters like this one within the commercial city of Kano are many, and small children like this ones are coming here every day. There is no guards or gates to protect it, not even a sign to mark how dangerous this kind of places might be. Idris Jubrin, Trust TV News, Kano.
In other news, Gombe state government has donated 70 hectares of land to the Nigerian Army for the construction of 1,500 housing units. According to the Nigerian Army Welfare Limited, the housing units are meant to cater for the needs of retired Army personnel in the northeast region. Ibrahim Ismail reports.
The Director General Gombe State Geographic Information System GOGIS handed over the property and the document to Group Managing Director, Nigerian Army Welfare Limited, after a tour to the site located behind Gombe International Conference Center.
To be honest with you, for Nigerian Army, among the 6 states we have in the northeastern part of the country, to choose Gombe is a plus to us. And I'm assuring you that if you look at this land, all of this area is vacant. There is no development here. But by coming of Nigerian Army here to develop 1,500 housing unit here, is a plus to Governor Muhammad Inuaha. It's a plus to Gombe State government. The presence of Nigerian Army, not only here in Gombe State, it will enhance, it will bring the attention of investors to come to Gombe from all over the world.
The Nigerian Army Welfare Limited said very soon it will commence work for the construction of the housing units.
For us at Nigerian Army Welfare Limited, by guarantee, as earlier mentioned, the holding company is specifically created or established to cater for welfare needs of Nigerian Army personnel. And we all know that one of the major aspects of welfare is the issue of accommodation. So, coming to Gombe is something that we're looking forward to. I want to assure you that this is not going to be one of those white elephant projects. We appreciate the gesture. We appreciate the hospitality and indeed the support that we have been given from the first point when we applied to secure land in this place. 70 hectares of land in a prime location in the city of Gombe is not a small job.
The Gombe state government said it has paid about 70 million naira compensation to acquire the property. From Gombe, Ibrahim Ismail reporting for Trust TV.
National Orientation Agency flags off a two-day exhibition and national campaign tagged Prioritize Made in Nigeria products and services in the agency's headquarters in Abuja. The exhibition showcases various Nigerian-made products and services with an interactive stakeholders meeting to address the benefits of locally made products on national economic development. Trust TV's Aisha Salihu has more.
Commercialization of locally made products guarantees efficient management and revenue generation. Under this backdrop, the National Orientation Agency champions this cause and asks Nigerians to go ahead and buy and use locally made products made in Nigeria and for Nigerians.
Over the years, Nigeria has depended on petroleum products for income generation, while other high-income sectors such as agriculture, solid minerals, manufacturing, arts and culture, technology, tourism, among others, have not been given the required priority attention needed to improve the country's national output and gross domestic product. The Director General of the National Orientation Agency, Garba Abari, while addressing business operators, manufacturers, agribusiness community and other stakeholders at a two-day forum and exhibition of made in Nigeria products and services, says, for every nation to be economically viable, the populace must have confidence in what it produces through effective and adequate patronage by the public.
We expect the citizens to cultivate the lofty attitude of growing what we eat and eating what we grow. We also expect a healthy competition amongst stakeholders and the quality producers so that we make the patronized made in Nigeria products a reality.
Irrespective of the challenges local producers face, participants at the forum stated governments and private organizations' continuous commitment towards boosting entrepreneurial skills for improved quality and innovations in food as medicine.
Government has taken steps to ensure a gradual departure from entrenched habits which inhibited the growth of local businesses. One of such steps was the institutionalization of Economic Order 003, which encourages ministries, departments and agencies to procure locally made goods of up to 40% in the annual procurement process, except such an item is not locally produced. Nigerians need constant reminders that it is not possible to grow our own economy when our first choice for clothing, food and other essentials are foreign items. We need to make a conscious effort to choose made in Nigeria branded items before considering others. Government can only create an enabling environment to allow business to thrive, but the responsibility is on every Nigerian to take a stand for patronizing Nigerian goods and services.
To be an entrepreneur, you must be inspired. Bring your creativity to the surface. Take action. It's not enough to have an idea and sit down at home, but get up, take action. All right? Then have the courage, because a lot of persons around you are also going to be discouraging you when you begin to share your idea. So you need to have courage to take the risk of whatever I want to do.
Instead of just focusing on the right to health and pushing the health system, I have to move back to begin to look at the story of change, that we cannot have the right to health without the right to healthy food and healthy environment.
The resolution at the stakeholders meeting at the NOA headquarters in Abuja discourages Nigerians, especially the middle class and the higher class, from patronizing imported products and services, but encourages them to go ahead and buy Nigerian products, use Nigerian products just so to enrich the economy of the country and also to show the patriotic spirit of Nigerians. Aisha Salihu, Trust TV News, Abuja.
The World Bank has said that poverty reduction stagnated since 2015, with more Nigerians falling below the poverty line over the years. The President Muhammadu Buhari was first elected into the office of President of Nigeria in 2015. According to the Washington-based bank, the number of poor Nigerians is projected to hit 95.1 million in 2022. It said this in its report titled A Better Future for All Nigerians 2022 Nigeria Poverty Assessment. The report further revealed that the COVID-19 pandemic pushed over 5 million more Nigerians into poverty by 2020. According to the report, about 90 million Nigerians are expected to be poor by 2022. However, due to the pandemic, the projection increased to 95.1 million Nigerians. Now on the foreign scene, the site of Russian and Ukrainian negotiators meeting in Istanbul for direct peace talks highlights the position in which Turkey finds itself as a perceived neutral side in the war in Ukraine. Turkey could have been in the quandary as two ostensible allies fought a devastating war. Instead, Turkey, a NATO member, continues to supply weapons to Ukraine while refusing to sanction Russia and is respected by both sides enough to host Tuesday's talks. And with that, we've come to the end of the Trust News update. Connect with us via our social media platforms and also subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch us live. I am Ayuba Ilya. Thank you for watching.